Okay, you want big decluttering results, but you can't set aside a whole weekend to get them. In this video, we are tackling a small space that is going to have a big impact, and we're going to do it all in just 5 minutes. It is one of the first things that you see in the morning when you wake up, and it is one of the last things you see at night. Your nightstand. But even though it is a small space, there are still some considerations that you will need to take into account to have it looking and functioning its best. Let's go. Hi guys, it's Laura and this is your first decluttering task in the Declutter Challenge. Now, if you just walked in the middle of this and you've no idea what I'm talking about, this is a clutter-free in 5 challenge, all about tasks that you can tackle and declutter in just 5 minutes a day. Make sure that you subscribe and you download the free workbook. Now you're going to start by setting your timer for 5 minutes and then removing everything from the top of your nightstand. If it has drawers, you can also go on and declutter those if you still have some time left, or even if the timer has run out, if you still feel motivated and energized to keep it going. But let's just start with the top. We are going to clear it off and then clean it. You don't want to be breathing in dust all night long. Now go through everything that you took off one by one and ask yourself if it is really essential. Here are some questions that are really going to help with this process. The first is to ask yourself, when was the last time you used it? How often do you use it? And how many of them do you need? So for example, if you keep a box of tissues here, you only need one. How many lip balms do you have on your nightstand and how many do you really need? You can also ask yourself if this is the best place to display it or to store it, because it's not necessarily just about getting rid of things, but maybe it just doesn't belong on your nightstand. Maybe putting it in a bathroom drawer would be more convenient for you. Do you actually like seeing it on display? So there are some things that, like I said, you could put in a bathroom drawer or you could put elsewhere, and there are other things that maybe you do want to keep here or you do have to keep here, but you don't like seeing them on display. That doesn't necessarily mean that you have to get rid of them, but maybe you could put them in a drawer below, or you could get a nice box and you could put them in there, a box that you actually like to look at, and then inside it keeps, maybe a lip balm, a little packet of tissues, all of those types of things. And then ask yourself, does it make you feel anxious in any way? Does it make you feel bad in any way? Does it disrupt your sleep in any way? For example, I used to keep a clock on my bedside table and I just got rid of it because I was finding that sometimes I would wake up in the night and if I saw the time, like more often than not, there was about an hour to go before my alarm would go off, and then I wouldn't be able to get back to sleep because I would just constantly be thinking, only an hour to go. So I got rid of it because it just wasn't doing me any favors. And now when I wake up in the night, I don't look at the time and I can just convince myself that there are still several hours to go. And sometimes that is the case, sometimes it's not, but it just means that I can fall back asleep much, much easier. And then if you removed it from here, so if you did decide to place it in a bathroom drawer or something like that, would you have to put it back every single night? So thinking about convenience, is it something, again, how often do you use it? That will give you a really good idea of the things that you would actually have to continually bring back to your space and the things that you could put away elsewhere and probably not even miss. Anything that is staying then, anything that passes the test, make sure that you are cleaning it and then put things back one by one. Now step back and admire your work. This is, like I said, one of the first things that you see in the morning and one of the last things you see at night. So you are now, from now on, going to go to sleep and wake up with that calm, clutter-free feeling. If you want to take it one step further, if you still have some energy and you're ready to go, then dress your bed. Just take a few seconds to straighten it up. Ask yourself if you really need all of those decorative pillows and cushions and throws and things. If you do love them and you enjoy them, you like having them there and you don't mind taking them off every night, putting them back on every morning, then by all means keep them. But if you are finding that that is one of those kind of hindrances, you find it slightly annoying that you have to take them off every night and then maybe in the mornings you don't bother dressing your bed because you just find it would be too much work, then now is a good time to consider decluttering those things too. Now, once your nightstand is decluttered and your bed is dressed, go ahead and snap a picture. And then when you go to bed tonight, just take a moment to stop and appreciate how it looks and enjoy how it looks, and to just notice how it makes you feel. Now imagine having that feeling throughout your home. That is what the Clutter-Free in 5 challenge is all about. Tiny changes in just small amounts of time can reap big, satisfying results. When you are ready, then go ahead and click through to the next task. Go raibh míle maith agam. Agus feicim mé sibhte go luath. Slán!